What's going on, guys? And we're back with another video. We're talking today about the new patch that's coming out and a few things that I feel that 2K should address about the patch, a few things that I hope they address about the patch, and just a few ideas that I had coming up. So I was watching NBA 2K Toots, and he made a video about the green window on catch and shoot shots versus on fades, and it showed that fades had a pretty sizable green window, right? Not much smaller than the catch and shoot green window. But in my opinion, the reason why fades are so OP isn't just because it has a solid tight squeeze window, which is one reason why they are OP. But I feel like the main reason why they're OP is because it's an easier and more consistent shot to time. You don't have to you don't have to worry about the timing as much as a catch and shoot shot, because on a catch and shoot shot, you have to worry about it more because the catch animation affects the way you go up with the shot. Whereas your fade animation, it's more consistent. You don't have to worry about a different animation, a different startup animation like you do on a catch and shoot. Because sometimes you catch a ball and you'll be like shooting it way earlier than the second time you do it, and like the catch and shoot animation is different every single time, so it affects your ability to time the shot perfectly. So that's one of the reasons why fades are OP leaning when compared to catch and shoot shots, and why some people might say that they prefer to shoot a fade instead of a normal catch and shoot corner three, because your catch and shoot animation is different, and on fades the startup animation is more consistent, and so it's easier and more consistent for you to time. And I talked about it in another video. One of the things that I thought were really important or impactful about 2K is their perimeter defense. I think it's obvious, and everyone agrees that perimeter defense needs to be buffed, that it's not impactful enough, and it's too easy for guys to run around. And obviously, one of the main reasons why that's the case is because of the obvious thing. And latency is kind of a tough deal. If you have to guard a guy with latency in real life, if I told you, hey, play defense on this guy who has an 80 ball handle or an 85 ball handle and maybe an 85, 90 speed with ball, and you have to do it while wearing these 20-pound weights, chest weights or 10-pound ankle weights, whatever, it's going to be very difficult for you to stay in front of him. Now, you're not going to get your ankles broken as too frequently, but it's still going to be quite difficult for you to stay in front of him because it's going to be hard for you to change directions, and your momentum is going to carry you more than you anticipate, because that's the equivalent of latency while playing online. So that's something that 2K can't just fix without a complete different game mechanic. And I do advocate for the NBA Live game mechanic of holding L2 just keeps you in front of a guy, so they can't cheese you as hard by just going left and right. But also, something I just figured out recently, and I'll show you guys here, is that this is something that 2K can just do with a patch. Heck, with a hotfix. Is body up sensitivity. They can adjust this to where when there's positions where you guys are real right next to each other, the offensive player and his matchup are real close to each other, the body up sensitivity is so low, like there's not enough body ups, and it leaves the offensive player with so much mobility. Whereas in real life, you'll look at a guy playing defense and you'll say, yeah, he's making contact to slow or stop his mobility, the offensive player's mobility. And you might say, yo, but, I'm doing dribble moves and all these things. Yeah, you could be doing dribble moves and stuff. But at the same time, if I have a 95 perimeter defense and you have an 80, 85 ball handle, yeah, you're not breaking my ankles, but you shouldn't be getting by me as frequently. You know? Like, I imagine it to just think of an average guy in the NBA. Let's look like Drew Holiday. What's your ball handle, buddy? Spinal is 87. Most of those, power forward, OP power forward builds don't have an 87 ball handle. But like you look at that, Dante DiVincenzo has 79. A lot of dudes, some guys have 79, 81 for DJ Augustine. So you're telling me if Kawhi Leonard was guarding DJ Augustine or Drew Holiday, that Drew Holiday and DJ Augustine will get by Kawhi Leonard every possession? It will be impossible for Kawhi Leonard to play one-on-one defense, to play ISO, like a 5-out ISO defense? I mean, no, it's not. Obviously, you would say, Kawhi Leonard could probably, more often times than not, be able to stop a drive or clamp up a defensive possession, clamp up the offense's possession because he's such a great defender. And I mean, Kawhi Leonard is a 95 perimeter defense guy. And I think that's really the issue, that our perimeter defense is so high, but we're still not rewarded for having that high perimeter defense. Like, LeBron has a 91 perimeter defense. You're telling me he couldn't keep DJ Augustine in front of him? Well, maybe when he was younger, DJ Augustine was a little bit quick, but, like, you get what I'm trying to say. That the ball handle versus perimeter defense is not really representative of real life and not uh, correlated enough. Like, an 80 ball handle is doing up guys with 95 perimeter defense. That's something that could be adjusted. And I think body of sensitivity is one thing that would impact that and will benefit that. So that's those are two things that I think the patch needs to address: fades being too OP, and the body of sensitivity. And in body of sensitivity, the difference between an 80 ball handle and a 95 perimeter defense. A 95 perimeter defense needs to be rewarded for being able to play defense against a guy with like an 80 or 85 ball handle. And they shouldn't be so OP on ISO one-on-one scores. That's my opinion for the patch. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. I'm thinking about making a second channel where I put these type of videos, the short ones, like less than 10 minutes or 10 minutes around videos, and then keep this channel about streams and longer videos and longer content. I feel like that's a cool idea. That's the end of my patch ideas. Now I'm just talking about channel stuff. Uh, I think that'll be cool. It kind of. I feel like maybe if I make a new channel, I might get more views. I might get 2K. Might get YouTube to support my channel a little bit more. So I'm thinking about making a new channel. But I still want to have these streams and do a lot of streams. I might do them all on one channel. I haven't decided that yet. But like I look at a guy like Ludwig Ogren and how he has his Twitch channel where he streams fully and then makes like 20 to 30 minute YouTube clips of highlights from his stream that day, which I think is kind of cool, which is kind of something I'd like to do. I'd play, like maybe doing some cool ideas, playing rec or park with friends, or doing my 96 Bulls challenge, and just live streaming that. Maybe some of y'all like that content. Dang, good 380. And maybe some of y'all like that content. Or I start to, some of y'all like that content, and then on the new channel, I put like highlights from that stuff. Like on the 96 Bulls challenge, I'll put up good highlights, good games, good game clips, good plays, stuff like that. And maybe make like a 10-minute video for y'all to watch. Let me know what y'all think. Leave a comment in the description, or leave a comment down low. Give me some ideas if y'all feel like there's something you might like me to do. And I appreciate you guys for watching and subscribing and for supporting in general. And thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all. Peace out.